Are you looking for a podcast about doctors taking parts from you?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast. Oh! Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
How are you today?
I am in a chaotic mood.
Really?
I think it's because it's raining and also sunny outside.
Dude, okay, so like the clouds are here where I'm at, but like nothing's happening.
Okay, well the rain is here and the sun is also here.
I hate that. It's weird.
I love it.
No, it's so weird.
You took my clouds, I took your rain. That's that's what happens.
Oh, man. Dude, it hadn't even been that long since I've talked to you, but so much has happened.
Tell me about your life.
I gotta tell you so much shit. Okay. Okay.
Whoa, deep breath.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Bah. I'm gonna tell you about this first.
Okay.
Okay. Do you remember when you were all like, hey, check for that Super Nintendo controller? And I was like,
yes.
Oh, I guess so. Guess what?
Did they not ship it?
I get it tomorrow.
Yes, I'm so pumped.
It's coming in tomorrow. I'm gonna post. Well, I gotta wait to post the picture because, this is coming out way later.
Yeah. People are gonna be like, what? Why?
But, like, I've been watching it and I was like, oh, it actually shipped. And it's like, oh, you're gonna have it tomorrow. So,
Boom.
fuck yeah. Super
Damn, I should
exciting.
have bought one.
Yeah, you should have because they're definitely gone now.
Yeah, for sure now.
Like you click on that thing and it's like, don't even.
We ain't got none.
It's like, why are you here? We'll warn you when it's time.
We'll warn you.
So,
we'll blow the horn. 3 blasts for Nintendo controllers.
So that's like crazy cool because
Yeah.
I really didn't think I was going to get one.
I didn't either. I'm surprised.
I know. And then, so that was, from like last week, but it's coming in now. But today, something big happened.
What about what?
Dude, I gotta tell you, man.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so today is September 24th.
Correct.
Today was another PlayStation's State of Play.
Oh, what's that? Like State of the Nation, but State of the... They should call it State of the Station.
Ah, that'd be awesome. PlayStation, take that. Trademark
Get on
that
it.
right there.
TM.
So, you know how like Nintendo does their directs where it's like they do a little video and just go, hey, here's what we got going on.
Cha.
But they don't really do like the E3 thing.
Yep.
So PlayStation started doing that, but they call it the State of Play, right?
Okay.
So they're all like, here's what we got going on. And I think this is the third one. And it was just 20 minutes, just like a quick in and out. They were like, hey, here's what's going on.
Yeah.
FYI. So I'm sitting at my desk. I'm watching it at work, of course, because it's happening at like 3 p.m. Texas time.
Gotta watch it.
So I was like, well, I'm going to watch it. So I watch it. I, secretly cried at my desk.
Why?
And had to, hide my shame from people. So at the end of the State of Play, which I knew this shit was even coming, they did a brand new Last of Us 2 trailer.
Ooh.
Okay?
Okay.
And then dropped a release date.
Oh, when does it come out?
Well, first, I really thought that, because they do such, edgy stuff with The Last of Us, right?
Yeah.
I was like, don't even do the typical, build-up and then, boom, release date.
Yeah.
Fucking open with it.
Oh, shit.
Just be like, hey, there it is, but here's what we have to show you. Wouldn't that have just, blown your mind? You're like, I can't even focus on what's going on.
That's why they wouldn't do it that way, because you're just too busy screaming.
Well, yeah. So, it comes out February 21st, 2020. There you go.
That's so soon.
I almost said 2020, which is why that sounded weird. 2020.
I was waiting for 2021 or...
Yeah, I know, but I was going to say 20 again. So no, it comes out in what's that, 5 months?
20,000 years.
Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. 5 fucking months, dude.
5 months. You got 5 months to plan. What are you going to do? Gotta stock up on water.
Well, I'm already off the Friday that it comes out.
Of course.
So, free and clear. Beautiful. No, like, I'm off because of, like, my job. Because I always have every
your
other
just natural
Friday.
schedule.
So I just already have off, which is even better.
Well, hell yeah.
So far, every major game release that I've, like, been waiting for has lined up with the day that I'm already off.
The gods have smiled upon you.
I fucking know. I don't know. It's gonna be on 2 Blu-ray discs.
2? What?
2 Blu-ray discs. That's humongous.
That's giant. It's like a Final Fantasy game. Like,
So
after she gets slain, you have to switch out the discs and shit.
So Red Dead Redemption 2 did that, but one disc was like what you loaded onto the console, and then the other kind of just like played all the rest from there, right?
Okay.
So they had a data disc and a play disc. So I wonder if they're going to do the same thing, or if you legit go old school PlayStation style and be like, all right, you've reached like the end of this disc, put in the next one.
That would be so cool.
I would love that. I would honestly love that.
When we were playing Final Fantasy VII, we first rented it from Blockbuster, and the double disc situation, you know, like the end of the first disc.
Yeah.
Spoilers, if you're not aware already, but Eris dies, like, Sephiroth comes down, Sephiroth, Jesus, comes down with his sword, and, like, cow right through her stomach, and then you have to switch the discs, and then the second disc was all totally fucked up because some jackwagon scraped it on the sidewalk or something, and so we just had to, like, wait for another copy to come into Blockbuster. We
eventually beaten that game?
Oh, yeah.
I've never played it.
Oh!
I've never played it, ever.
That's like the classic, though. You like know the storyline and everything, though, right? That wasn't a spoiler for you.
Yeah, no, I do know that. I think the movie they did, the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, I think there was a bonus feature on it that just showed you, like, every cutscene for the game, and it was, like, hours long.
Yeah, that game is essentially a movie in itself.
Yeah, but I watched it and was all like, oh, he wants to, like, make a meteor that explodes the planet? This game got weird.
It's Final Fantasy. They all get weird.
I know. But so, they're doing the remake, and I was like, maybe I'll just get the remake and just play it there, finally. I don't know.
I wonder, I don't know, like, I just fell in love with, like, the enormous hair that they all had. It was so pixely and so anime.
But they still have the hair. It's just nice and smooth now.
This is still nice and spiky?
Silky smooth, spiky hair.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'll support it.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, Last of Us 2, I legit cried. I'm not even remotely joking. I had tears in my eyes, and I was like, damn myself. Why are you such a baby?
That you didn't have tears fully streaming down your face.
Can I tell you why?
Yes.
Okay, what do you know about the last... Do you want to know anything about Part 2? I won't tell you.
The only thing I've seen from Part 2 is, like, when she's sitting on the bed with her little guitar and she's, like, strumming, and then she looks all super vindictive and shit.
So you never saw the second trailer where she kisses the girl?
No.
Oh, man. That's big in this, though.
So, like, that was also part of the DLC from the original game, right?
No, so this is a different girl.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so the DLC is when Ellie's still young, and it's her best friend that basically dies in front of her because she turns, but Ellie's immune, so she never turns. Fuck.
I forgot that she died. I just blocked that in my memory.
This shit fucking sucks!
Yeah.
So, alright. I mean, so everybody was, like, pretty sure that Ellie was lesbian, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of the gist. Well, so, in the trailer that released in E3 in 2018, she's at, like, a dance, and, like, all these people are having fun, they're doing their stuff, and her best friend is like, come dance with me, to, like, make this guy jealous, right? And while they're dancing, she's all like, what's wrong, Ellie? And she's like, everyone's just, like, staring at me. Or, well, they're staring at you, because she's, like, the most beautiful girl in the town, right?
Okay.
And she's like, well, maybe they're staring at you. And she's like, no, I'm just a girl. I'm not a threat to anybody. And she's like, maybe you're more dangerous than you think. And then she kisses Ellie, right?
Ooh.
And it's like this full-blown kiss, and then it goes into, like, the gameplay stuff, showing you how it's going to work. And then it cuts back, because it's showing you, like, her fighting and stuff, how dangerous she is.
Yeah.
And then once you see all that, it like finishes this revolution around them during the kiss, and it comes back to that scene, and Ellie smiles, and it's so sweet, and I love it, right? And then you know about the theory with this game, right?
So there's a theory that like Joel is dead, right?
Yeah.
And that she is... I forget the
avenging his death, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This trailer answers that question.
Ooh. Don't tell me. I don't know.
Do you want to know these two things?
I don't know.
There's two things. I can tell you, but...
Okay.
I'm going to tell
me.
you.
Yeah,
okay,
tell me.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay. So the kiss thing, right?
Yeah.
This trailer fucking opens with that girl, and she goes, so scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate our kiss last night? And Ellie's all like, ooh, right?
Okay.
And like shit's happening, and then it like shows her getting ready for this like this venture outside to, I guess, get supplies and stuff, you know?
Uh-huh.
And her little friend gets kidnapped by people.
Oh, no.
So she's going to go find her.
Is that why she's all vengeance-y?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. She finally kind of like found someone that like would love her, right?
Lesbian on a mission.
And they fucking murder her in front of Ellie.
Oh,
Now
no.
you don't see it, but like she's trying to find her in this blizzard and finds this house, and you see her like sneaking around, and then you just like see them like having Ellie pinned to the ground, and she's like, "Please don't do it!" And then there's a gunshot, and now she's like, "I'm murdering everyone." Like she's pissed. And she goes on this full-blown, like the trailer's just like, you can't stop me. I'm killing everyone. And it's just her murdering tons of people.
Oh my god.
It's fucking so dope. And then, right there at the end, Kelsey, right there at the end. Right there at the end, she's like trying to hide from these people, and somebody grabs her from behind and is like keeping her quiet, right?
Uh-huh.
But the bad guys go by, so she's like, well, I must be able to trust this person. And she lets her guard down. And then she turns and goes, what are you doing here? And old-ass Joel goes,
yes!
Do you think I was going to let you do this on your own?
Oh,
and
I'm crying!
Full-blown cried. Full-blown cried, dude.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Oh, man. So, that answers the two questions I had. Is Joel dead? Nope. That motherfucker's here. Beautiful. But then it answered a question I didn't know I wanted, which was, why is she so mad? And it's because that girl died, and that's gonna destroy me, dude.
I know. Oh my god.
That's gonna hurt me so bad, because I want Ellie to be so happy.
I just want her happiness.
I know.
I need her to be at peace and happy and just full of love and light.
So I'm gonna send you the old trailer with her doing the kiss.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna send you the new one, and you're just gonna die. So great.
I'm so ready.
But I do have one complaint.
Uh-oh.
About the state of play, and I'm sending you this picture right now. Okay?
Okay.
So they announced a Death Stranding Pro system, right?
Okay, hold on. Is the controller supposed to be like the fetus jar?
Yes.
It looks like it's full of piss. It looks like the piss Christ.
Dude, it is a piss-colored controller.
It's so bad. The PlayStation itself looks great. The controller,
phenomenal.
Somebody peed on it.
I was like, I mean, I get it. It's definitely like the baby jar thing.
Oh, it's so bad, Robert.
But it is literally urine yellow.
I gotta zoom in on this shit. The buttons are all yellow. Whom? Oh my god, it's so ugly.
That's what I was saying before we started. It's like, I don't want to say this.
Oh
because
my god.
I love PlayStation, but this controller is
I
pee
can, like,
in my
taste
hands. Yeah, it's pee in my hands.
It's so bad.
But I love the system.
Okay, we're gonna post a picture of this.
Yeah. If I were ever gonna get one of the systems, this would maybe be the one, because it's so cool looking.
I really like that PlayStation. It's very cool.
Boom. There's that.
I hate it.
I know. So, that's the two that I'm really hyped up on right now. That's the ones I was freaking out to tell you. And now I gotta crack this to calm down.
Yeah, let's crack these things open. I'm thirsty.
Okay, go for it. Alright.
What are you drinking? You haven't been cracking stuff for a little bit, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You on the anti-soda kick.
Well, So I'm doing like the keto thing, right?
Keto.
So it's like the low carb, whatever. Dude, everything that's good has carbs.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. Even sodas have carbs.
I mean, it's sugar, so.
Yeah, I know. So I was talking to Stu, because Stu has done the low carb thing for years. He's like the pro.
Really?
I've never seen a man with more willpower to be like, I will not eat that. I want it more than anything in the world, but I will not eat it because it's not on my diet, and he won't do it.
Damn.
He never cracks. He never cracks. It's stupid. Hate it. But so he was like, well, you can get diet drinks because they don't have any carbs. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, aspartame gives me headaches, so I can't drink any of the diet drinks.
That's a shame. My favorite soda, the only soda that I like, honestly, is Diet Coke, and I will just pound that shit if I have it in my house. So I'm trying to keep it in my house.
I'm drinking Diet Coke.
But how?
But this Diet Coke has Splenda instead of the aspartame. Dude,
See,
it's not aspartame,
like,
so it's fine.
Aspartame is what makes it taste good, though.
That's the taste I hate.
Oh, I love it. It just, like, burns on your tongue.
I hate it. It tastes so gross.
Well, at least you have your Splenda Coke.
I did tell Stu that. It was like, when I drink these drinks, like, I don't taste Coke. I taste Splenda.
Yeah.
I don't taste Coke. I taste aspartame, you know? So, like, when I drink these diet drinks, I'm not really getting the flavor of the drink. I'm getting the taste of the sweetener, and the sweetener is not bad, and it doesn't give me a headache, so pound them all day long. What
about Dr. Pepper? Do they have, like, a Splenda pepper?
No, and I was like, Stu, I'm going to write them a letter. Say, #1 fan here, I'm having to switch to Coke.
Write them an angry white lady letter.
Do you enjoy that, Dr. Pepper? Because I sure don't.
How's that taste, Dr. Pepper? The taste of me spending my money on Diet Coke with Splenda.
I know. So, then, just to throw it in there, I'm going to say, you took my Dublin Dr. Peppers, by the way. You could give me this.
Fucking Dublin Dr. Peppers. I miss those shits. Those are
so
good. You
could give me this.
Just give me this one thing, Dr. Pepper.
And then, mic drop, walk away. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do that, because I would love to have a Dr. Pepper with Splenda, and I wonder if it would taste bomb. I don't know.
It would taste like Splenda.
Probably, but I'd be able to give it to Dr. Pepper, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So you got anything going on?
I cut my hair.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
I should tweet out that I did that, because I made a tweet that was like, oh, I'm going to cut my hair. Nobody stops me. It's a cry for help.
And then I tried to stop you, and you were like, it's too late.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. No, I've just been like, oh, my hair makes me anxious. I'm a hairdresser's worst nightmare, because I never like a hairstyle or a hair color for more than like a month. So I'm really fickle about my hair, and I'm always like, I want to grow it out, and then it gets to a certain point and I'm like, I hate it and I want to cut it off.
I have legit had the same hair just my whole life.
Well, you're a dude. You just have like Lego hair, you know, it just snaps on in the morning. You pop it off at night, put it in your dresser, then in the morning you pick it back up and you snap it back on top of your Lego head.
I mean, what else do you need? What else do you need? It's the perfect way to live.
I suppose. I'm jealous of you. If I could just like buzz my head and be done with it,
you should. You would look so good.
No, I would not.
Yeah.
Get
that
so
G.I. Jane look going.
Hell yeah. I just do like a big old mohawk. That's what I'm going to do next.
You did like the pixie cut for a while there, right? That's like pretty short.
Yeah, so like in high school I went a little bit nuts with some craft scissors and just like cut off a lot of my own hair, and then it was like the scene times though, so it was really choppy and horrible, but it looked like a scene haircut, so I guess it kind of fit in.
Yeah.
And then after high school I let it grow out for a long time, and then I cut it short again in college, and then I cut it like real short, like pixie cut, and then I was like, I hate it, and I had to grow it out. And it took me forever to grow it out, and then I got bored and I cut it back short, and it's just, that's my constant struggle with my hair. So it's just like always a different length, and I'm always mad at it.
Beautiful.
But no, it's not. I just cut off. I just dusted off the split ends because I'm going nuts. Like, I should make an appointment with my hairdresser, but my problem is that, like, so I went to my hairstylist and I was like, I want full vivid color. which is when I went like full pink and purple.
Okay.
And it was cool and I loved it for a long time, but then like the upkeep for it, like when your roots start to grow out, it starts to look kind of terrible. And I don't have the money to go to the salon and get a root touch up like every 2 months.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just going to grow out my hair for a little bit. And then I was like, but I'm bored with the pink color. So I'm going to do like some blue. And so I dyed it bright blue. And now it's just like blue and also kind of pink still.
So you basically just tie-dye your hair.
Yeah, it's really in a state of it looks like a cry for help. And now it's at the point where like I've put another dye on top of my stylist dye, and I have also cut my hair myself, and I don't want to go back to her with my hair in this state and be like, God, please help.
Be like, look what I've done while you were away.
Yeah, this is what happens when you leave me alone with scissors for too long. So, well, I would love a hairstylist to come to my house and just give me a trim so I don't have to leave the house. I get fucking weird. Like, getting haircuts makes me anxious. Does it make you anxious?
No.
Because you're a dude. I don't know. Where do you get your haircut? Like, Great Clips or like...
So, I used to do like, what was it? Like Pro Clips or, I don't know, whatever it was called.
One of those generic chains.
Yeah, but the guy that does my brother's hair... My brother was like, just go to him, because, like, I go to him.
Doesn't your brother live in Arizona?
Well, hang on.
Okay.
This guy's been cutting my hair for 20 years.
Jesus, dude.
Since I was, like, 10. So, like, you know the episode of King of the Hill where it's, like, Barbara just goes crazy?
Yes.
Like, that's gonna be me one day.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, can I get this haircut? And he's gonna be like, no! And he's just not gonna know what to do. But so, my brother always went to him, and it was like a family-owned thing. Yeah. So it was like him, his brother, and his sister, and they all cut hair.
Well, that's nice.
Well, then they went and did more like the private salon style stuff, where it's like you go in, but like you go to this person's room, and then you just deal with them, you know? Right.
That's where I've been getting my hair cut. It's like an expensive stylist place.
Okay.
And like, my hair always looks good when I leave, and I'm happy, but I just, it's the expense, and I'm trying to like be more frugal, but I also just my hair I'm trying to cut it off, Robert. I mean, I'm in a state of just like panic over it. I don't know.
For real, when he's gone, I'm probably just gonna go to, you know what, I might do the barber college like Ferdin did and just be like, just here you go.
Just go like full Willie Nelson, never cut your hair again.
Yeah, just like, hey, do whatever.
Braid it up. So that's where my head's at tonight.
Well, like, okay, so when you go, do you say, like, what do you say? Do you say, like, I want this style? Do I want this?
See, so, like I've been going to my hairstylist for, like, 5 years now, and she just kind of knows my hair at this point, and she knows what we've done in the past, so I can be like, just do what you did last time.
Okay, because I was going to say, when I go into Bobby, he's like, what do you want? And I'm like, do you remember that one day? And he goes, got it. And then he just does something.
Yeah.
So with my guy, it's however long he talks to you, the better the haircut is.
Just like the longer he goes, the better it gets.
Yeah, if he's not talkative, it's like, okay. But if he's talkative, he's into the conversation, he like just keeps working, and he just like sculpts it perfectly, and then it's like great.
It's like Edward Scissorhands. Man, I
gotta have something to say.
I need a house call. Just have somebody come here. Maybe they can do it while I'm podcasting with you, and they can just listen to my half of shit.
I mean...
just stand behind me and cut my hair while we're podcasting.
I mean, they do that with, like, dog groomers. You can, like, get a truck that comes over, and then they just, like, do that.
The problem with that is that I am human.
Yeah, but I'm saying, someone's bound to have a human version of this.
Okay, so I'll find a dog groomer who can come in their van and just, like, I'll put on a dog costume.
If you can order McDonald's and have some random person pick it up and bring it to you, somebody is willing to come to your house to cut your hair.
That's true. But then I have to let a stranger into my home with scissors.
Fine. They do it on the front porch. You're just like, nope, you're not coming in. You're gonna stand out here in the heat and cut my hair.
Gross. It'd be so humid.
Well, they better know what they're doing.
Man. Yeah, I need a professional haircut. And I'm probably gonna fucking dye my hair again tonight. I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
Damn it. Stop.
I can't just stop.
Play Overwatch and quit looking at yourself.
No.
Do you just like go to the bathroom and then like you go to wash your hands and you look up and just go, I must change this?
Yes, that's exactly how it happens. Like
Oh
I touch my hair constantly, which is not really good for your hair. I'm just like constantly combing through it, and my engagement ring is always getting like caught on my hair and causing split ends and shit, and I'm just the underside of my hair always looks really nice, but the top side is where like the mohawk section, I'm constantly finger combing it, and it's just full of split ends, and it's fuzzy and it's uneven. Okay.
Oosh. Usa. Unagi. Okay. Anything else besides the hair?
I think that's it. That's just what's grinding my gears today.
Well, I got another thing for you.
Okay, hit me.
And you know about it.
Tell me about it.
But I may be going to England.
Pip, pip, cheerio.
Like soon.
So excited for you. Why are you going?
Look, real soon. I gotta go for work.
And work is gonna pay for it, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, my passport shipped today, actually.
I can't believe how fast you got a passport.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I'll tell you guys how quick it was, but I put in the application on the 19th.
And it's the 24th.
Yeah.
So, do they even process it with the weekends?
I don't know.
Because, man, that is some fast government work.
But, you also had to pay a little extra, and you can't do it through the mail.
It's not even a little extra. Like, you probably had to pay a couple $100, didn't you?
It was only like $60.
Really?
So, it's the same as when you do it through the mail, but you have to go to this place in person, and you have to go to downtown Dallas.
Oh.
Like, you gotta go to one specific building to get it this fast.
Yeah.
But you also have to have proof that you're traveling. Like you can't just show up to the building and go, I want it fast.
So you have to have a thing that
that
says, you have to have a ticket basically punched and say, I'm going to London tomorrow. Get me a passport.
Yeah. So if you're doing like travel, they say like 2 weeks ahead of time you need to be in there. And I was like cutting that window.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
So it could be here Thursday, it could be here Friday. We don't know.
When do you leave,
It all depends
though?
on what the post office does.
I'm nervous for you. Like, I really want this passport to come through.
I have every single notification possible for the package on my phone, so that if they go, it's a package, I'll get a text that says that.
It's a package.
And it'll be like, it's in the truck. I'll get a text that goes, the truck is driving now, and then I'll get a text. Like, I picked every option that they had.
Good.
Give
Fully
me
informed.
every update. So, we'll see. Interesting stuff.
You've never been outside the country, have you?
No.
I'm so pumped for you. Have you been, when's the last time you got on a plane?
Like a year ago?
Okay, so pretty recently.
So, like last June.
Yeah.
And then actually, I'm going to go to the UK for a week. I come back, and then I'm getting on another plane to go to Virginia.
Man,
So I'll be gone again.
it's going to be just so lonely without you. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, I mean, we get to record in that meantime when I'm back from the UK to Virginia.
I wish we could record while you're in the UK. That would be cool. I don't know why. It wouldn't be any different than it currently is because it's just a phone call. But, like,
That's true.
just knowing that you're over there, I'd be like, let me listen to the sounds of England.
And you would just hear, like, I don't even know.
People dipping tea.
You would just hear, like, yeah.
Is that what it sounds like?
Bully.
Are you going to do your Tracer impression the entire time you're over there?
Oh my god, no.
Please. I just want you to, like, zip into the office. Cheers.
Cavalry's here! And then I'll have to, like, just, like, touch random spots in my body and go, uh-oh, Halloween's engaged, and go, trick or treat, love! Or something.
Halloween's engaged. Press the Halloween button.
I can't remember half the lines she has.
Yeah, I haven't played Tracer in a while, actually.
And then anytime somebody does something, like, a little weird, I'll go, cheeky.
Cheeky.
I almost went winky face, but that's the wrong one.
Wrong one.
Wrong one.
I'm so excited for you to go to London.
Man.
You're gonna have fish and chips? Are you gonna ride a tall, tall bus?
I legit told Taylor, it was like, the one thing I'm gonna do, fish and chips.
Gotta get it.
Like, I'm gonna have fish and chips. So
dump that vinegar on it.
my coworker that I'm going out there to like train with for a while, right?
Uh-huh.
I go, I need some fish and chips. She goes, that's easy, dude. We'll just hit the pub any night of the week.
Cute.
So easy. And I was like, all right, cool.
Gonna hit the pub. Oh, man. I'm so thrilled.
So, my coworker loves scary movies like I do.
Oh, good.
And when she was here one time, I was like, do you like the Hostel movies? And she goes, I fucking love the Hostel movies. And I go, did you know that your version has a scene cut out? And she was like, what?
Really?
So I was telling her about it. Yeah, like, it was deemed too bad for the UK, so they cut it out.
Like, just the UK specifically?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And so I was going to buy her a copy of the DVD and then, like, take it out there.
Yeah.
But it's region locked, so she wouldn't be able to watch it still.
Man.
What a waste.
That's lame.
I know.
Just send her a
I was
YouTube
trying to
video.
think of something to take her. Yeah, I know, but I was like,
Bring her
what
something
can I bring her
Texas.
that's like only from here? you
Yeah.
know?
Bring her, like, one of those fucking armadillo taxidermied wine bottle holders.
Oh my god.
Something horribly Texas.
See, I was thinking, like, go to Whataburger, steal, like, a table tent, you know.
Get some spicy ketchup for her.
There you go.
That would ruin the British taste buds.
I mean, that's under 3 ounces, right?
Yes.
Okay, question, though, about flying.
What?
Are you TSA pre-checked?
No. We have thought about doing that before because we travel so much, but we've never done it.
You should do it!
Yeah, we should. Did you get it done?
No. Because, alright, so I thought it was like, because my dad's pre-SA, right? So he's TSA pre-checked, and
Yeah.
me and mom are not, and I've never known why, and I thought it was because he had a concealed handgun license.
Oh, shit.
So I was like,
So-
well, yeah, when I get mine, I'll be TSA pre-checked, because
You
basically...
thought that was just like a correlation, like he got his concealed handgun license, and therefore he can get on airplanes without being TSA checked?
Yeah, because
What?
you have to, like, give your fingerprints over to the government, and you have to do
But,
all
like,
this stuff
what
to
if
get
he's
it.
carrying a gun?
He's allowed!
Not on a plane!
I mean, I'm just saying. So I always thought that was the correlation, right?
Okay.
Well, my dad served in the military, like in the 70s or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's why he's TSA pre-checked, because anybody that has
Oh.
served at any point in time, it, like, filters through and your identity gets TSA pre-checked.
Huh.
So that's why he's got it, I think now, after reading that, because I was like, I can't wait to get my CHL, and then I was like, that doesn't show as being a TSA pre-checkable item. And it says pretty much serving in the military, like, just gets you that, period.
Okay.
Well, he did back in the day, so that has to be why he has it. So I was like, well, how else do you get it? It's like $85 for 5 years.
Well, that's reasonable.
I don't need it that bad.
Yeah, if it's an
But I
expense
don't want to take off my shoes, though.
Man, TSA, it used to make me so anxious. I used to be really, really bad at flying. Like, I would freak out in airports because I don't like crowds, and I get, like, really anxious in crowds. So
Yeah.
going to the airport when there's a big line or something, I start to, like, freak out, and then you have to take off all your shoes and your jackets and your hats and whatnot, and then you
Yeah.
just stand in the horrible tube while they look at you, and then they pull you aside and be like, man, we have to pat you down because you have a fucking underwire in your bra and it looks like you're hiding a knife. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I just... Maybe I'm
Yeah,
still
dude.
anxious about airports.
Pay your $85. You don't even have to pull your laptop out of your bag.
That's kind of scary, honestly. Like,
Really? You give them $85 and you don't have to do any of that stuff.
but like, what if you have a gun?
I guess I'll find it later. Well, I
I don't
mean, I think
understand
you
the
still
whole
go through the
concept.
metal detector. You just don't
Okay.
have to, like, take everything off your person.
They just don't question you when you go off in the metal detector, and they just give you like a wry smile and a nod.
I think they still do, but you don't have to take off your shoes and your belt and all that shit.
Okay.
And then your bag still goes through the checky thing.
Yeah.
Like, they still x-ray it and see what's going on, so...
Okay.
But, to get it, you also have to go to a specific building, to a specific place, and you do thumbprints and, like, all that stuff, like, right there. So, I mean, it's not like you just hand over money and you no longer have to do the stuff.
You have to tap the 5th brick from the bottom, 3 over to the left.
Yeah, I mean, you still have to, like, give up some information to
and you have to tell the dude when he opens
stuff.
the wall, you have to be like, the ghost is watching. And then he's like, pancakes at 5, and he lets you in. And that's the TSA pre-check.
He just goes, hello. And you go, what? And he goes, I said, hello.
Hello.
Don't you mean hello? No. Hello.
But that's close enough.
Like, that's who you talk to instead of the normal TSA stuff. And then
you
you're
go
like,
through tiny worm TSA.
yeah, and then you go, well, I want to get to my gate. And he goes, well, don't go that way. But that's the way you need to go.
That way.
But that's the way you need to go.
I'm so excited for your international flight. God, those things suck.
Well, so I'm wondering, all right, so I always thought it was a 14-hour flight.
Fuck. That's
right?
so long.
That's what I thought. Well, apparently, with a layover, it's 11.
Okay.
If it were nonstop, it's like 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got 14.
Yeah, 14 is a very long time. What's the time difference over there?
6 hours ahead.
Okay. Maybe you were, like, adding the 6 hours into your 9-hour flight.
I don't know. Oh, maybe I did.
That's probably what you did.
Oh.
I mean, international flights aren't terrible, I guess, depending on who you're sitting next to and what time the flight is. Like, do you get an overnight flight so you can sleep on it?
So we actually can't book it until I get my passport.
Oh my god.
So, I don't know.
I really hope to get an overnight, or at least...
I'm probably going to be, like, in the middle between, like, the worst people, and I'm going to be watching, like, Steven Universe on my tablet, and they're going to be like, what's that?
You're going to be openly weeping.
I'm just going to be like, dude, it's Steven, he's made out of rocks, leave it alone. And they'll be like, oh, okay. How come those 2 rocks fuse together? And I'll be like, oh, well, you got the word right, but just leave it alone! Don't talk to me!
You're gonna have a TV in your chair though.
Yeah, and I guess I get to watch movies.
Yeah.
So hopefully there's good ones.
My last international flight, I watched 3 whole ass movies, and that was mostly the entire flight.
See, I might. I don't know. I was gonna play my Switch the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, that's a long time to play a Switch. You might get bored.
It is. But I bought a power bank, so it'll last the whole time.
Can you take that power bank on the flight? Because I had to...
Fuck!
Yeah, I don't think you can, because we had power banks for our phones, and we had to leave them.
Carry-on bags? Yes.
All
Boom!
right.
Boom! Because I'm only taking a carry-on bag.
Good. Man, you're going to be there for like a week?
Yeah.
And you're going to take just a carry-on?
Yeah.
All right.
Cha, brah.
An efficient traveler.
Dude, I don't take much anywhere I go.
You live small.
Like, alright, dude. Alright, dude, you ready?
Ready?
Duffel bag. I'm gonna go, like, socks, underwear, maybe 2 pairs of pants, which includes the pair I'm wearing.
Okay.
Because jeans just don't get dirty, man.
It's true.
Like,
don't gotta wash them, it's
but
science.
You can wear jeans for, like, a week before you, like, I gotta get rid of these.
You gotta wash your legs. Don't wash your pants.
Exactly. So, Jazz did tell me, Jazz is my coworker, by the way.
Yes.
She did tell me that it's gonna be cold as shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I have to take... Yeah, it's like in the 50s.
Oh, that's so cold.
Every day. It's
God,
the
it's
worst.
so in the 90s here. I fucking wish we would get a little bit of fall weather.
So I'm gonna take, like, all my long sleeves, which is...
2 whole shirts.
I have 5, so I got one for every day of the week, right?
Okay,
and I just
perfect.
Roll them up real tight, right? So between jeans, socks, underwear, and the 5 shirts off to the side, that still leaves like this whole set of room in that duffel bag. 'Cause it's a big bag.
Yeah.
Like, we bought the, like, maximum size that could be the carry-on.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Like,
Right?
duffel bag is a good carry-on item. I'm thinking, like, you know, the little boxy suitcases that are very small and constricting.
No, like, I bought a good size duffel bag, and that's what I took for the week when we went to Virginia the last time.
Okay.
Had tons of fucking room.
So you're prepared.
It was great. Yeah, it's all good. And then the power bank says portable chargers or power banks containing this must be packed in carry-on bags which is all I will have, I'm okay.
Perfecto.
You scared the shit out of me with that,
I'm
too.
sorry. I heard the life review.
I was like, I just spent $80 on this!
But you won't get a TSA pre-check.
It's true.
Man, has your bag ever been lost by an airline?
No, because I've only ever done carry-on. I have never checked a bag.
We almost always do carry-on, but when we went on our honeymoon, it was 2 weeks long. So, of course, we packed big-ass suitcases. My suitcase made it. Richard's did not.
So, because I was talking travel, I was kind of hoping that you would regale me with your honeymoon story again.
Oh my god, dude.
Or at least some of it.
It was a mess. Like, I am so happy that we went on a nice, long 2-week honeymoon, and I would not have traded it for... Okay, well, some parts of it.
You would have traded it.
I would have traded it. We should have done something better. I don't know. Like, okay, so the vacation was really good, but it just, like, slowly fell apart, like, bit by bit by bit. So...
You don't have to go through the whole thing, but...
I'll give you the highlights.
Yeah, but quick question. Did you buy a power adapter for while you were gone?
Yeah, so for Christmas, which is like right before we got married, we got like a bag that was just full of loose outlet thingies. That was just all the different faces that you need for overseas.
Okay.
I don't know if we probably used like 1 or 2 of them.
Dude, I'm going to send you this one that I bought. It was $25. $25, and it has like interchangeable faceplates for almost every country. And you can charge 2 normal things. There's 2 USBs to do phones, and there's a micro USB cable built into it, so you can charge that too. You can charge 5 things at once with this one thing.
God damn, like Swiss Army charger.
It's so cool.
That's intense.
And I used it last night, and every port works.
Nice.
So I'm like totally ready for this trip.
All right.
Okay, so you go on your trip.
We go on our trip. So our first layover was in Scotland. And we got all the tickets printed out. I stuck them in my backpack, got on the plane, and so by the time we hit Scotland, for some reason, one of the tickets had gone missing. And
it just flew away?
I don't even know, man. Like, something happens to me when I travel, and, like, stuff just flies out of me and gets left behind in places. Yeah. So I was really, like, freaking out in the Scottish airport, and Richard's, like, pawing through his backpack. I'm digging through my shit, and this really delightful Scottish officer man, whoever was working in the airport, and he's like, comes over with this sweet little Scottish accent, and he's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I can't find my ticket, and we're on our honeymoon, and I just want to get on the plane." He's like, "Oh, you can just like reprint one." And so it was like super sweet, super simple, and I was making a big deal of it.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like,
yeah, I for some reason thought that I was going to be stuck in Scotland for the rest of my life.
Oh my god.
So that was fine, but we got on the plane, we got to Amsterdam, and that was where stuff started to go wrong. So,
and that's where this... Okay, so if you've been with us for a while, you remember Kelsey's near-death experience trying to get to Las Vegas to see a hockey game.
Oh god.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I know you didn't almost die.
Well,
but this story, to me, the honeymoon one trumps that one by like tenfold.
Okay,
There's so much going on.
It's so much. So we get to Amsterdam, and like I mentioned before, Richard's suitcase for some reason did not make it. My suitcase made it just fine, and we were like, it's gonna be fine. We'll just tell the airport that we're staying at this hotel. We're gonna be here for like 3 days before we actually start the rest of our vacation, so we're gonna be good.
I feel like when like the planes pull in and they like pull everything off, there's like a deadline that like the plane has to move from that spot, and as soon as it's ready to move, they just go, "Well, we're not going to grab the rest of the stuff."
I don't even know like what happened. Like maybe one of the suitcase, maybe his suitcase ended up in Scotland with the ticket that didn't make it. I don't know.
It just decided to fly there on its own.
Yeah. So, the next day we go clothes shopping for Richard because he needs some more clothes.
Yeah.
And we got like
fair.
Yeah. We were able to find like a cute little sweater and like some pants at a reasonable price in this really awesome Amsterdam store. It was like very Euro. I forget the name of it. Zetterman's?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay.
But anyway, so we get some clothes for him that last for a couple days, and at the end of his like life cycle of clothing, we're still missing the suitcase, and we're like gonna drive out the next day, and it's late at night, and we're like freaking out. I'm like, maybe we just like extend our stay in Amsterdam until your suitcase gets here, or do we take a chance and go ahead and get on the rest of the trip? Because the trip is supposed to be, so we rented a car in Amsterdam when we landed, and we were going to drive from Amsterdam all the way over to Berlin in Germany, and then down through, what's the name of that mountain range? The Alps? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, the Swiss Alps down there. And then get on the other side of those, go through Italy, and then fly out of Rome back home.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So, thank God his suitcase arrives the very last second before we're actually supposed to leave. So we're
perfect
like,
timing,
thank
at least.
God. Yeah. Our stay in Amsterdam was actually really fun. It was very just relaxing and fun, and we had a good time. We took like a riverboat tour. We went to this really awesome crepe cafe and like 3 a.m. because Amsterdam never fucking sleeps.
Yeah.
And there was this dude, this like very Amsterdamish dude who's running this place. He's like making the crepes with such flair and fun in the back.
I mean, that's how you gotta do it.
And what's the name of that song? It's like, you don't know a thing about me. I'm a motherfucking PIMP. And he's like singing the hell out of this song, just like flipping the crepes. He's singing in his little accent. It was amazing.
It's like, you don't know a thing about me. These are CREPEPEs. Or whatever.
Crepepes.
Crepepes. That's beautiful.
That was the highlight of our Amsterdam trip.
Okay.
And so after the next day we are driving through Bonn, Germany. And that is the place where the Haribo factory is located. Mm-hmm. And we're so fucking thrilled because both of us are like Haribo addicts. And we get to the Haribo factory, and it's like really Wonka in there, and I'm just like, yes! We couldn't tour the factory. We wanted to actually tour the facility where they make the bears, but they were like, well, you can't do that, but there's an enormous Haribo store right next door. So we went to that, and we bought literally like 30 pounds of candy. I'm not even joking.
Well, yeah, they don't want you in there because the Oompa Loompas will be found out, and they'll be like, that's where they got the idea.
That's it exactly. But they had my very favorite candy bars there. They're called Rittersport. They're like these big, square, delicious chunks of chocolate. They're very German and very good. And I bought a discount bag. Like, they take all the chocolate that's, like, going to expire within the next 6 months or something and just bag it in this huge 10-pound, like, enormous sack of chocolate, like a Santa sack. And I was like, I'm going to fucking buy this. And it was only like $15. And I'm like, hell yeah. I had to like constrict myself from buying 2.
Okay. And
I was nervous at this point because I was like, I haven't actually used German for a while, but I'm going to try it.
Because you know how to sprechen some of it, right?
Yeah. So like I took German all through high school, and my sister and my dad are both fluent in German, so we like talk it at home sometimes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but like actually being over there and hearing German out loud is a whole different experience. So like right before we got to the factory, we were at this restaurant, and we were in an area where there's like a lot of Turkish immigrants, and there's a different dialect of German that they speak. And so I was like trying to order off the menu, and it was like speaking a different language entirely. And I was like, oh no, I've forgotten German. And I started thinking to myself, like, we're not going to be able to talk to anybody in this country. But like, once I got to the Haribo factory and we were talking to people there, I was like, okay, no, I know this language. We're good.
Okay.
So that was good. And then we leave the Haribo factory and we start heading over to Berlin. And now by this point, Richard is starting to feel a little bit sick. Mm-hmm. He's like starting to get like a scratchy throat, and I'm like, it's gonna be fine. Like, it's probably just, different country. You're having a little bit of plane shock or whatever, when you get sick on a plane.
Different altitudes.
It's gonna be fine.
Just drink some hot tea. You're good.
Yeah. And so we get over to Berlin, and then we go to sleep and wake up the next morning. We actually stayed in Potsdam, which is like just outside of Berlin, in this really cool hotel that was like a castle almost.
Uh-huh.
It was very awesome and had like a nice view of all these foresty areas. But so we get there, and it's actually like raining at this point, and it's January, so it's not warm exactly.
Yeah.
And his cold is starting to become more pronounced.
Oh, man.
So we're like, okay, we're just going to go to bed, call it an early night, and then we'll get up early tomorrow and start to see Berlin. So we get up the next morning, and he's full-blown sick. Like,
God.
very sick.
Yeah.
And so we still were like, okay, we're going to do some sightseeing, but we'll take it slow and easy and just stay warm, because now we have your suitcase back, so we can put on all your clothes. Yeah. And so he was able to, like, bundle up, you know. So we go to Berlin, we do some sightseeing, see, like, you know, all the political buildings and stuff, because Richard's a huge history nerd and wants to see all that. And so over the next few days in Berlin, he just gets progressively worse and worse and worse.
God.
And so we take our drive down south through... We actually stopped at Neuschwanstein, which is a very cool castle that I have always wanted to see since I was a little kid.
Say that again.
Neuschwanstein.
Neuschwanstein.
Yes.
I did it?
You did it.
Hell
sort
yeah. Yeah, I know.
But it's an incredible castle. It's like the castle that inspired all the Disney castles, essentially.
Oh, cool.
It's so amazing. It is so full of, like, art history and history. And we stayed at this, like, adorable cottage at the base of the mountain that the castle is on. And there were, like, goats and stuff. Oh, it was just, like, a fairy tale experience. We took a horse-drawn carriage up to the top of the castle. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm a princess.
Oh, my God.
But
look at me!
Look at me, I'm a fucking princess! So, that was really, really fun. We had to... So, the horses could only climb so far. We had to, like, walk the rest of the way up the mountain path to the castle. And Richard is so sick that he's, like, having trouble breathing, and we have to stop, like, every 5 minutes. Because it was a steep-ass climb where we're going up a mountain. And so he's like, I'm not going to make it. We're not going to make it. I'm like, you're going to do this. It's going to be fine. We're going to see the castle. There's going to be so much fun.
He's like, I just want to die.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not going to make it. My chest is going to explode. So.
Quit teasing me.
But we were able to get up the mountain. We saw the castle. We came back down. Next day, we're driving through the Alps, which is super incredible. The poor dude is so sick that he's, like, sleeping through the most of it.
Yeah.
But I'm, like, enjoying the view, and...
Wow, whoa!
It's so cool. Like, actually driving through the mountains, you get to see just... It's so flat here in Texas. Like, you don't get to see mountains like that. It's indescribable. Like, it's just, like, your entire view. Everything you can see from, like, up to down. It's all mountains. So, it was beautiful. Where was I? Okay, mountains, and then we're going...
drive through the mountains.
Driving through the mountains is fantastic. We get down on the other side of the mountains. We're in Italy, and it is equally as beautiful, but, like, in a different way. So now it's very, like, grapey, you know? It's just, like, vineyards as far as the eye can see. And these...
Because now you're in, like, Italy, right?
Yeah, and it looks like Italy. Like, picture Italy in your mind. That's how it looks.
Perfect.
Spaghetti everywhere.
Okay. Spaghetti and grapes.
Yes. Like, so many grapes. An insane amount of grapes. And for some reason, on our radio, I don't know why this just came to mind, but, like, so, you ever hear that Ed Sheeran song? It's not The Shape of You. It's, like, the slow song. Perfect, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Darling, You're Perfect to Me, or something like that.
Yeah.
That song is, like, played moderately on the radio in America.
Okay.
There is a version of that song where he sings with Beyonce.
Uh-huh.
And it is exponentially better. And they played that shit, like, back to back to back to back on the radio.
God.
Like, the entire time we were there. I probably heard it 50 times.
They're like, this is the only good song we have on the radio.
It's like...
Listen to it more.
It was, like, German rap song, German pop song, Ed Sheeran. Followed by German rap song, followed by Ed Sheeran. So, like, okay, well, this is grating on my nerves, but I can do this.
Okay.
So anyway, by the 47th time we hear the Ed Sheeran song, we make it down to Verona, Italy. Go to sleep for the night. It's a city of love. It's fantastic. Wake up the next morning, and Richard's like, I have to go to the hospital. I can't breathe. This is a Sunday, and so we go down to the desk, and luckily the people there speak enough English, because we don't speak Italian. We are stupid Americans abroad in the world. And I'm just like, hey, he needs to go to a hospital. So also in Germany, we went to like several pharmacies and I was able to like communicate, in German what his problem was, which was cool. Yeah. And they were like, okay, we'll take this. And then like they would give us stuff like eucalyptus oil or cough just drops.
Like roots and stuff.
Yes. And I was like,
here's
do you
the salve.
Have like Sudafed or something that would actually, make him feel okay, that we can like make our honeymoon a little bit more memorable than just being sick the whole time. But they don't really do that over there. So I would suggest that you take Sudafed if you are going abroad, or just like any medicine that you want to have. I would take it with you because they might not have it where you're going.
Because they just don't have it.
Yeah. So anyway, so at this Italian hospital, we get there, and the waiting room is just like packed full of people.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah. Apparently on Sundays, like everything is closed in Italy, like everything.
Yeah. But not the hospital.
So people looked at us a little bit crazy when I was like, we need to go to the hospital. And they're like, but it's Sunday. I was like, but he's going to die. But it's Sunday. Okay. So we get to the hospital. The language barrier.
Eat some pizza. Wait it out. It's fine.
The language barrier was rough. And it took us a minute. And then we were finally like, maybe someone speaks English, and they were like, English, we'll get somebody. And they like grab a dude, and he's got like an American accent even. He's like, oh, great, I'll get you checked in and all that. And so he gets us like checked in, and then Richard is able to go into the back. They do like a chest x-ray, and they put him on an IV and stuff. And he was like for certain that he had pneumonia or something. But they were like, I think you just have like acid reflux.
Oh my God.
And he was like, well, I do have acid reflux, but this is not that. This is definitely like a cold or something. And they're like, well, no. I mean, you could take like cough drops. And he was like, no, I feel like I'm dying. Give me Sudafed. But they didn't do that. So at the end of it all, we're just like, okay, I guess now we have to pay like this insane foreign medical bill. And meanwhile, I'm in the waiting room alone, not being able to communicate to him because they don't let a wife back into the room with you. Whoa.
Wow, I thought I muted that.
Nice. So they won't let...
anyway, okay.
they wouldn't let me back in the room with him, even though we were like freshly married. I was like, I'm his wife. And they were like, that doesn't matter. Like, get out, go sit in the waiting room. Fine.
Like, who cares?
So I'm on my phone Googling, like, what if my husband dies in Italy? How do I ship his body back home? Because that's who I am at my core.
I mean, that's not funny, but that's funny.
But eventually he comes out and he's like, they don't know what to give me. They think it's acid reflux, whatever. And I'm like, okay, great. Now we have to pay this like insane medical bill because we're on foreign soil and you just had like an IV and x-rays and we don't have insurance for this. Yeah. And we get the bill. It is 60 euros for the whole shebang. 60 euros for him to like go in, get x-rays, be in the hospital for several hours.
That's like maybe $65.
Yeah. And we paid it at this little machine, this cute little machine. It was like, insert your euros here. And like, it prints out a receipt for you. And like, you're on your way. You're free of medical debt. Like, nothing else happens.
That's beautiful.
I know. So we went on the rest of our trip. By the time we were out of there, we had planned to go to Venice, but we were behind schedule. And we had to get to Rome so that we could have a couple of days to see Rome and do everything we wanted to do there.
Yeah.
And like still get on the plane in time to go home. So sadly we had to skip Venice. We drove straight through and then, man, we hit Rome.
Are we about to get to my favorite part of the story?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, yes.
So we hit Rome in rush hour traffic. Like literally, I don't even know what to compare it to. It was like, pretend that you're going downtown Dallas on a hockey game night with traffic. And also there's like 6 wrecks, and also people are driving the wrong way, and also there are no lines to tell you where the lanes are.
And also, isn't it more like they're almost like one-way streets? Or like one-lane streets? Maybe 2? So
there are like one little tiny 1 and 2 lane streets, but then there's like the highway, which is probably wide enough for like 10 lanes, but there's just no lines.
Oh, God.
And everyone is driving very fast. So I have really bad anxiety about driving in places that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
And the aforementioned crowd anxiety. And these were just compounding on each other. And also the anxiety of having a very sick husband who is just like on his last legs and does not have medicine.
You're going to have to drive me. I can't do it.
I drive everywhere, regardless of whether or not he's physically capable. I'm the driver of the relationship. But, so we get to our hotel in Rome, and by this point, I'm so frazzled, I'm, like, on the edge of tears. Okay. And, they have to open this, like, itty-bitty gate. We're in, like, a tiny Fiat-type car.
Okay.
So the car is roughly the size of a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
The parking space was roughly the size of a Tootsie Roll. So, having to park this little car in there, and there's still, like, traffic on the road, and there's also, like, bicyclists going past, so it's, like, all this noise in my brain, you know? It's just, like, you gotta park the car, you gotta do it, there's people behind you, you gotta go. And I fucking gun it, and I drive the car directly into the hotel. I hit the car on the side of the hotel.
That's my favorite part of the story.
I leapt out of the vehicle and stood in the middle of the road and go, I can't do it! I can't do it anymore! You have to do it! And so Richard's like, okay, just stand over there, get out of the middle of the road, please. Go stand. You're like the crazy Americans standing and screaming in the streets of Rome.
I wonder if they were like, man, there must not be traffic there. They can just stand in the road.
No, it was trafficy. I was just having a mental breakdown.
That's what they think about us here because that's what you were doing. These Americans, they just stand in the road all the time. Basically.
Yeah. So that was my little mental breakdown in Rome. He got the car parked. I wrecked that car, man. Like, I hit the building so hard. There was a huge dent in it. We could barely open the passenger door afterward.
Oh, man.
I messed it up. But we drove it around Rome for the remainder of our honeymoon.
Yeah.
The hotel we stayed in there was amazing. It was very, like, everything was all old and velvety. It was, like, very old world. The elevators, fuck. I hope the elevators in London or the UK or whatever, where you're going, are normal size elevators, because this elevator, it was like a coffin. You could fit in one human and like half a suitcase, and that's it.
So, like, you weren't supposed to go up in groups?
I guess not.
One at a time?
Yeah, so, like, the elevator doors open, and I figure, you know, the doors are not indicative of the size of the elevator, but no, the doors open, and that's the whole damn elevator. It's like a closet. Yeah. And so Richard's like, I'll go up first. We're in room, and then the doors close.
Oh, God.
I was like, fuck, what room are we in? But, so he goes up, and then I had to send up the suitcases separately. Because, like, you can't fit, like, our suitcases were comically large, like American large. They're enormous. So I had to send up both suitcases in the elevator and, like, hit the button. And I was like, God, I hope he said this floor. And so I send the suitcases up. The elevator comes back down empty. So I'm like, I hope that he's got them. And then I get in the elevator and I go up. And we were on the top floor. I was correct. I was like, okay. I figured that's where the honeymoon suite was. So we get in there and we go to bed. And then the next morning, I wake up sick.
Oh.
And now we're both extremely sick, and we're in Rome together. And we spent, like, the rest of the honeymoon mostly just hanging out in bed and extremely sad.
Picture you with this, like, raspy voice. You're like, hey, you want to go see where the Lizzie McGuire movie was filmed?
It was rough. But the hotel had rooftop breakfast, which was awesome. So we got to, like, go up on the roof and have some orange juice and toast and stuff. Yeah. I had espresso. It was delicious.
Nice. Now, espresso is from Italy, right?
I believe so, yeah.
That sounds right. You had, like, the real one.
Yeah, I had real ass espresso made by, like, an Italian barista.
There you go.
Yeah, it was awesome. We were able to go and see, like, you know, the Roman sites and all that, because Richard, you know, history man, he was really excited for all the Roman history things.
I'm not missing it. Let's just bundle up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Overall, it was a very fun trip, but holy shit, like, everything went wrong. And I did have to pay, like, $700 to fix that poor little car.
So, ever since your other story, I've been waiting for a moment to ask for this one. Thank you so much for this.
You're so welcome.
It's a beautiful story.
I'm glad that somebody can get joy out of it. Like, it was really fun. It was a good honeymoon. I just wish things had gone right. Like, if we could do it again and both of us remain healthy for the entire trip, I would be so happy.
But now you have a story of struggle and survival.
Yeah. If we can survive that honeymoon, we can survive anything as a married couple.
Exactly.
So, that's that.
Well, I hope mine goes a lot better than that.
Yeah, I hope your suitcase makes it. I hope you don't get sick, and if you do, I hope that they can have Sudafed for you at the London hospital.
Well, at least they can speak my language.
Yeah, man, the language barrier, that was rough in Italy.
So I can just go like, I'm sick, and they go, we got it. Here's tea. Everything's cured with tea.
Everything is cured with tea.
Well, you want to put a stamp in the passport?
Let's board this plane.
All right.
Listeners, please tell your friends about us and help us grow this audience. Don't forget to subscribe to us on your very favorite platform so you never ever miss an episode. We release weekly every dang Monday, every single one. Even though Robert's going to be away, we're still going to be releasing stuff.
That's right. We got you guys in mind, okay?
Hell yeah. If you have a second to keep us in mind, you can rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. That would really, really help us out.
And since you're going to Apple, leaving us reviews, why don't you go find us and friend us on social media? See what we're posting everywhere at YMBToAP on Twitter and Instagram. Be sure to go like our Facebook page. We got some videos up on there. And speaking of videos, why don't you go look for us on YouTube? We now have the podcast on YouTube.
What?
Not all of them. We're testing it out, seeing how it goes. Maybe you guys will like it. Maybe you won't.
Leave some
We're doing
comments.
this stuff for you guys. Yeah. I mean, sometimes, people just have YouTube on when they get home, right? Why don't you throw a little YMBToAP on there? You can also email us at ymbtoap@gmail.com. Give us your listener mail. What's the coolest place you ever went to?
Tell us your travel horror stories.
Or a travel good story. I don't know.
Please give me a travel good story. Like, I don't have enough of those in my life.
Send us pictures of the places that you went to. Like,
yes, please.
Post some of those. Like, I'd love to see some, like, India, Thailand pictures.
Man,
I would love to go
so
there.
cool.
That would be cool.
You know what, dude? I went to the fucking Vatican. It was like a different country within itself. It was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it legally is a different country, but it's just very... You walk in there, and it's like... I can't even describe it. Like, the feeling of seeing the Sistine Chapel and shit, I was just like, ugh, art!
So, yeah, send us anything and everything about you guys' travels.
All right, our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube, and then go check us out, still on YouTube. As always, thanks for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Why is my chest burning? Is it acid reflux?
It's the altitude.
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
All right, so you got your microphone all close?
Got my microphone so close.
See, I don't get mine close, but I gotta lean in. Gotta lean in.
Smooth jazz radio time. Welcome to the show. the radio show.
Hey, campers. Are you ready for some sweet, sultry tones? Floating right into your ear holes? People probably think we're stupid.
We're stoned.
We just sit around just going like, hey. Are you ready to cruise the strip with your best gal?
God. Okay. I get out the giggles now. Damn it.
Put on your leather jacket. Get your pomade out. Comb it through your hair.
Why are we in the 50s? All right. I might need to take my inhaler real quick.
Okay.
Okay, be right back.
And hey out there, for all you asthmatics.
All you asthmatics out in Wonderland.
Get ready for the Top Gun classic, take my breath away.
I hate you so much.